Come sit.
Hello. Hey. See, I already know what I look like when I do that. Okay. Okay. Okay, hey everybody, I am so excited to be here today with RSON, the voice of reason from Gangsta Grass.
What up, what up?
This is the best impromptu interview ever. He's agreed to sit here with me, and I've been wanting to get him on here for a while. So you do Gangsta Grass and you've got solo projects? Like,
yeah.
tell us a little bit.
So, you know, Gangsta Grass is obviously the main thing, but I've been solo artist for years. Actually just celebrated the 25th anniversary of my first release, an album called, an EP called Words of Art. So I actually just put that back out with a couple of new joints, some classic stuff that I had done with a couple of my partners, my man Yvone Shanti, my man Louis Logic, two guys that really got me going, you know, making music of my own. So I just put that up. I just put out another EP called Blue and Gold Makes Green. It's a collection of stuff produced by my partner, the Blue Marvel, and my other partner, Alexa Gold. They both amazing beat makers, and they put some stuff together for me. They've been making beats for me for years. I just put a bunch of that stuff together. And I'm working on a new project right now with my man Baby Black. Shout out to Baby Black, Philly legend. And a great dude, so we're working on that right now. A bunch of stuff happening.
Nice. And you, of course, you're everywhere online, so
yeah.
you.
Anywhere you put RSON, the voice of reason, into the internet, you'll find it. I'm on your Instagrams and your. I think I'm still on Twitter. I don't call it anything.
No, I know what you mean.
But I'm definitely on Blue Sky and all that stuff. But I refuse to call it X. I think it's the most ridiculous name. You had this great, like Twitter was a thing. It was an actual thing. It came into existence as a thing. You're like, nope, I'm going to call it X. The most ridiculously random, normal thing in the world.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
Plus, I'm old, so I forget. But anyway, besides Twitter, I really appreciate you being on here with me.
No, of course.
And you
won't
be. I don't know if you'll be able to even find this here, but we're going to do my random card interviews.
Let's get it.
And I love it so much. You get to draw 3 at a time.
Ooh.
You do not get to look at them. You just draw 3, hand them to me. And then if the interview goes bad, it's your fault.
That's all right. I can handle it. All right. So we got 1, 2, and 3.
Right. Okay, the first 3.
All right, what do we got?
What is the best book you've ever read?
The best book I've ever read is called All-Star Superman. It's by Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely. It's the greatest thing I've ever read in my life.
Nice. I love that answer. Okay, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
High-level telekinesis. High-level telekinesis allows you to mimic other powers. So you can fly, you can lift heavy objects, create force fields that make you seem invulnerable, all sorts of stuff like that.
Nice.
And now, mind you, I've known the answer to that question since I was about 10.
I knew when I saw this question, I thought you were gonna. Yeah,
I've known that the answer to that since I was about 10.
Perfect. I think I would pick the same thing. Okay, you're stranded on a deserted island, and you can only pick one famous person to be your companion, alive or dead. Who would it be?
James Baldwin.
Oh, right on.
That dude was just way too smart. It just like listening to him. It's just like what. Although the problem is, the only problem with it being James Baldwin is that his knowledge would just be wasted on me on a desert island. So maybe not James Baldwin. Maybe this is gonna be terrible. Since I was 10 years old, I've been in love with Alyssa Milano. So
I love that.
It's either James Baldwin or Alyssa Milano. One of the two of them, which is a very weird, wide spectrum.
I feel you 100%. No, I love her.
I think that would be enough for her to make her fall for me eventually.
Who's the Boss to Charmed.
Exactly.
That's perfect. Okay, 3 more.
Okay, let's see. this one. We're going all the way out here for that one. And then we're going to go.
Okay. Let's see where we're at. Who are your biggest inspirations in life and in your craft?
My kids are the reason why I write. Because I mean, obviously I want to get paid for my music, but more than anything, I want my music to make a world that they are able to live in happy and healthy.
Yeah, I love that.
My biggest inspirations, Black Thought from the Roots.
Nice.
That dude's way too good.
I got to take pictures of the Roots one time. Yeah.
Lucky. I've seen them a bunch of times, and that dude, the way he writes is it's annoying. It's annoying because it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And a few years ago, he did this. He did a 10-minute freestyle on Funkmaster Flex, and I listened to it, and I couldn't write for a week. I was like, why? Why?
Right.
Like, why are any of us even doing this anymore?
I know.
Why?
I
And
know
now
what
I
you
use it
mean.
for inspiration. I put it on and just sort of listen to it, and he's just, it's
Brilliant.
It's insane. It's insane. So yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay, Star Trek or Star Wars?
both. And I've made this
Really?
argument. I used to do
I've never had somebody say both. People
I-
are usually
I used to do a podcast called Black Tribbles.
okay.
And one of the people that did the show with us was a big Star Wars guy, my man Emac. The other person that did the show with us was a huge Star Trek fan. Her name was Kennedy, and they would go back and forth all the time.
Yeah, I
And
bet.
so we did an episode. We did an episode where I was the intermediary, and we did a debate, and I was like, no, I came up with both. I came up on both, and you know, there are great things about both. I tell people that my religion is Jedi, and my political affiliation is United Federation of Planets.
Hell yeah. I love it.
Both.
Okay. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
The weirdest thing I've ever eaten was probably, oh god, so we did this party in Brooklyn somewhere years and years ago, Gangster Ass, and they had a bunch of just random animals. So I think they had they had quail, and they had some other bird that I was like, what the hell is this? But it was meat.
Was it
and I was like,
good,
all right, it was
or-
good. It was, everything there was good. But I haven't encountered a lot of weird, unfortunately. That's one of the things I want to do is encounter some more weird. I've had reindeer.
To eat?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had reindeer.
What did it taste like?
It's
Okay.
So it's, you know, close to venison.
Yeah, I guess I've eaten deer.
Yeah.
It's not, you know.
I've had squirrel. My cousin used to hunt, and I can't imagine how you hunt a squirrel. Like, what are you shooting a squirrel with that's just not destroying the whole thing?
Yeah.
That you somehow are able to skin it and all this other stuff to
Yeah,
make
I don't-
food out of it. Like, what? But he did it somehow, so I had
Okay.
squirrel.
Huh?
So that's probably the weirdest.
Nice. I got forced to try snail once.
I've had snail. I've had escargot. Wasn't bad. Didn't fill them up.
Yeah,
I'm a calamari guy. I love calamari.
Oh, I've never.
But yeah, I've
never calamaried.
Oh, dude, we Wrench is a huge calamari guy. He's a pescatarian, so he's a huge calamari guy. Are we doing more? Yay!
I think we got time for
more
more.
questions. Oh, we got plenty.
I
We
can't
got
see the
plenty.
timer.
I got it.
So
I got
you're
it.
in
I got
charge.
it. 2, 3. Here we go.
Okay. We got now original or remake. Just in.
That's tough. Here's why it's tough. 1977, I think. Sergeant
Year
Pepper's
I was
Lonely Heart.
born.
Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band comes out. The Bee Gees and Peter Frampton.
Mhm.
And that was the first I had ever heard of any of that Sgt. Pepper stuff that the Beatles did.
Oh.
So I heard Aerosmith's Come Together first.
Okay.
I heard Earth, Wind, and Fire's Got to Get You Into My Life first.
I feel ya.
And
yeah.
so for that for me was like, oh, this is the greatest. And then I heard the Beatles stuff. I was like, who is this singing Earth, Wind, and Fire? This isn't right.
The same thing happened to me.
So
yeah.
I think it just depends on the quality of it, because some stuff doesn't need to get remade. Mm-hmm. Some stuff it's perfect in its original form.
Yeah. And
some stuff, Star Trek, right?
Right.
I love the original Star Trek movies. I loved all the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies. I love them.
Yeah.
So I think it just depends on the quality of it. That one I can't say one or the other.
Yeah, that's okay. That was a good answer. Who's your favorite new kid?
Favorite new kid? That's an excellent question. I guess it would have to be Donnie Wahlberg, because I like his acting. Like, I love him as an actor.
We have some disagreement from the audience. Right?
It's because he doesn't know. My son is here, and he doesn't know who the new kids on the block are.
I want to answer some.
Okay.
I want to answer some.
You want to answer some? Okay.
Can I?
No.
Okay, one more. Is there an element of your art or your craft that you enjoy the most?
I love being on stage. I love performing.
I love watching you on stage. You're one of the best performers.
It's so much fun, like just interacting with the crowd, and just a lot of what, when we're on stage, when Gangsta Grass is on stage, a lot of what I'm doing, a lot of stuff is off the head. I'm freestyling a lot, and part of that is because I have to show off how good I am at it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta remember, this band is full of multi-instrument playing.
Yeah.
Guys with great voices and all this other stuff. I can't sing. Nobody will hear me sing. Ugh. And I don't play any instruments. I learned how to read music in like elementary school, which I've forgotten.
You don't need to though, because you do what you do.
Exactly. So I have to be able to do that really well.
Yeah.
I have to be able to
and
do
you
it
do.
really, really well. And so when I'm doing that, like, and connecting with the crowd and stuff, it's the best feeling in the world. I love it. I absolutely love performing on stage.
And you can see that. Like, you're definitely one of my favorite artists to take pictures of when I'm doing that.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I love writing, and it's fun to record. Recording's a lot of fun. I just record some stuff, and it's fun to do. But getting on stage, when it's time to get on stage, it's just the best. It's the greatest thing in the world. I love that shit. I love it. We still got 10 minutes. We're gonna do some more. Let's do more.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's do some more.
See, I might have to interview him next.
Yeah, for those that can't see, there's an 11-year-old boy over here that wants to get interviewed, and
I think it's gonna happen.
I want to do those
when we're done. It's gonna. No, you're gonna get your. You're gonna have to sit here for your own. Okay. I love that you just drew this. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
What would your talent be if you were fighting to win 4-H Fair Queen?
A freestyle. I would just diss the other 4-H fair queens, and be like, I mean, you're not that nice. You can't even grow stuff. Show enough. You shouldn't even have showed up. Like, come on, man.
I love it. That's great. Okay, what are the top 3 or so musicians or bands that you think everyone must listen to, besides you, of course?
De La Soul. When De La came out in '89, I remember sitting on my back steps. One of my homies came up with a tape, the album 3 Feet High and Rising, and this was the great part about tapes. I don't know what order the songs were in. I don't know where he got it recorded from, but they weren't in the same order as the album, which was interesting. But the first song that came on with plug tuning, and I remember listening, and I was like, what is he talking about? and then listening to it again and listening to it again, and you're really starting to get it. I'm like, this is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
De La Soul, with hands down.
Oh yeah.
The life changing music for me. So De La's number one. Number two, Steely Dan. A lot of cats don't know Steely Dan like that, but again, some of the best sampled stuff ever, and just the way Becker and Fagan just sort of they put music together, and the way they wrote together. Brilliant stuff. My son is saying Michael Jackson. If you don't know of Michael Jackson by now, like I don't even I don't know what to tell you.
You should have
I don't know what
already.
to tell you. The third one is actually a dear friend of mine, Philadelphian, a guy named Reef the Lost Cause. Reef. So the first time I knew Reef, but I'd never heard any of his music, and then we were doing a show down at this spot in Philly called La Taza, and he came on and did sound check, and he did a song called "This Is My Life," and it came on, and I forget what I was doing, but I stopped, and I watched him do his entire sound check, and I was like, what did I just witness? Like,
Nice.
what? And I've seen Reef perform lots of times. He opened up for us one time. We played at a Brooklyn Bowl here in Philly. I've been to a bunch of his shows. I've got copies of all of his albums in some format or another. This dude is such a brilliant writer, and such a talented performer. And he's funny, and he's smart, and he's just like, Reef is if I had to choose an artist to represent the entirety of hip hop culture and music to an alien species, I would choose Reef the Lost Cause.
I love that.
He's that good and that talented, and just a brilliant guy.
What's his socials to?
Reef the Lost Cause. If you just put Reef the Lost Cause
Right.
into the internet, you will find him, and you will find nothing but brilliant music.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Okay, next question. Is there a particular method you use to find opportunities to display your work? So with you're a musician. So
You know what? I'm trying to find more of that. It's difficult. You post your stuff on social media and sort of hope to see what happens, and you hope that people are sharing it and that sort of thing. I rap a lot. When no one's paying attention, I'll have beats on and just be rhyming on the random, and every now and again people will hear it and be like, "What is that?" I was just something I made up.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Really?" I'm looking for more opportunities. Let's put it that way. We'll see. Who knows? I'm gonna pick 3 more, and I'm gonna give one of these to my son because he really wants to answer a question. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3.
I'm serious though. I'll
4
do
minutes
an
left.
interview with him.
Oh, you're gonna get your own.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you your own
Okay.
interview, so you could just
Cool.
wait.
Cool.
I think it'll be fun. Okay. So, would you rather let Mike Tyson bite off your ear, or spend 3 years locked in the same prison cell with the Cash Me Outside girl?
Oh God. She thinks she can rap too, so I think I would rather have Mike Tyson bite my ear off. I really would. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we get that taken care of. Evander, he got his stitch
No,
back
you're just
on.
done.
Yeah, no, I'm just done. Yeah, no. Because otherwise, I'm spending the rest of my life
Yeah.
in jail for killing her. So
Catch me
no.
outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could instantly become an expert in something other than your music, what would it be?
Data coding, cybersecurity stuff.
Oh, that'd be smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can make a killing in that nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have like a second choice career that you enjoy as much as you're making music?
I've always wanted to own a comic book store.
Hell yeah.
I always wanted to own my own comic book store. I've got the credit of a railroad hobo, so it's never going to happen. But
Don't we all?
That would be, yeah. I would love to own my own comic book store.
Do we got time to do it?
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left? Let's just do one. Just
do one.
One magical question, and then
Yoink.
we'll wrap it up. Okay, what happened? Your very last question. What is the best piece of advice you have ever been given?
Best piece of advice. Keep it moving.
I like that.
Keep it moving. Like, there's gonna be a lot of shit in the world that's gonna try and slow you down, and that you're gonna have to deal with. But you gotta keep pushing through.
Right on. I like that. That's a perfect note to end on. Okay, well, again, before we get off the air, tell everybody where to find you one more time.
You can find me anywhere you put RSON, the Voice of Reason, into the internet. Anywhere Gangsta Grass is in the internet. You can go straight to my Bandcamp page. It's boombaptherapy.com. That'll direct you straight to my my Bandcamp page. That was the name of my first full-length album. It came out 5 years ago, but it's still relevant. Still, I like to make the music as timeless as possible, so that you can put it on in 25 years and it still bangs and it still makes sense and it's still fun to listen to. But yeah, boombaptherapy.com.
Hell yeah.
Gangstagrass.com. Anywhere that you find us, you'll find me.
Well, thank you so much for doing this with me. This has
For
been
you,
so
anything.
amazing. Thank you.
Anything for
Make
you.
sure to follow him, follow Gangsta Grass, and stay tuned. I'll tack on some music video. I made a music video.
You made me a video.
Tack on some
She
music
made me a
videos at
video.
the end of this interview, so keep an eye out and give him a follow. I'll see you guys again soon.
Peace.
Flyer.
Okay.
My turn.
Yeah.
What up, what up? Come on. Back in the building, back in the booth. Philly, this for you. The voice of reason. Delaware, this for you. 2000 and now. Hip hop, this is for you. For forever. True school, gotta get it out. Come on. My grind is no different than anybody else's. Saying that it is just seems rather selfish. Though I've been luckier than some, I can't help it. Faced some hard times some of y'all couldn't have dealt with. Even when my dreams got smashed in the rubble, I strapped on my helmet, got back in the huddle. Tell all my people if there have been some troubles, when the sun don't shine, don't splash in the puddles. We all have to hustle, we're all trying to muddle through. Everybody's on mission to stack more W's. Even though I know I'm gonna take a few L's, I give it all I got and I strive to do well. Won't catch me pretending to stay true to myself. And I'm not too proud to say that I could use help, and I'm the first to give it back. If you need it, come see me. Nobody ever said life's supposed to be easy. Some days, sometimes when things get hectic, you got to stay focused, expect the unexpected. Day to day, hour to hour, second to second, I gotta get it all out and put it on a record. Some days, sometimes things get hectic, got to stay focused, expect the unexpected. Day to day, hour to hour, second to second, I gotta get it all out. Track star Edwin Moses, jumping over hurdles and jumping through hoops. But I'm trying to break the circle. All day work till my hands ache. 1 for the fam, 2 for my friends, 3 to build the fan base. Some days I can't wait for the one that comes after. You only get so many, and each one matters. So hoping that some go faster is like taking your book of life and skipping some chapters. So every tragedy and every disaster means just as much as the cheers and the laughter. Everyone's on the hunt to find greener pastures. We all got highs and lows we need to master. Trying to reach the rafters, keep my fist raised. Even when I'm feeling dismissed or dismayed. Every rhyme is a glimpse of my soul on display. So I won't change a thing to get play or get paid. Some days, sometimes when things get hectic, you got to stay focused, expect the unexpected. Day to day, hour to hour, second to second, I gotta get it all out and put it on the record. Some days, sometimes things get hectic, got to stay focused, expect the unexpected. Days, hours, seconds to seconds, I gotta get it all out. See, I give you all I got, take from it what you will. Keep a rhyme book filled, it's steady built to spill. Quick-sided, feel like I tilt at windmills. But when it comes to skills, I'm sure I fit the bill. It's deep, get your gills, your fins and your flippers. Hip-hop heroics for the hoods and the hipsters. High-tech digital, giving the clearest picture. Throwback to Kodak, it's in your hands quicker. Giving you a mixture of the classic and state of the art. Off the head and straight from the heart. Even if I don't find a place on the charts, I'm a stick in your soul, so I'm making my mark. Bring it home, analyze it, take it apart. From my page comes a spark, illuminate in the dark. My pen keeps it moving like a great white shark. Staying on my indie mission like I'm raiding for an ark. Some days, sometimes when things get hectic, you got to stay focused, expect the unexpected. Day to day, hour to hour, second to second, I gotta get it all out and put it on a record. Days and times, things get hectic, got to stay focused, expect the unexpected. Day to day, hour to hour, second to second, I gotta get it all out, 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 I gotta get it all out. It's all out, it's all out, I gotta get it all out, I got it all out, and now it's going. You got it.